Hello cadets, how are you all? So far, we started with chapter 1 of your class, that was integers. In that integers, we learned what are integers. We learned about addition and subtraction of integers. And after that, we started with properties of addition and subtraction of integers. In those properties of addition and subtraction of integers, in last tutorial, we learned about closure and commutative property. Today we will learn another two properties that are called as associative and identity property. So let us start with the first one, that is the associative property. Associative property. So first of all, let me write the definition of this property, and I will relate with this definition some examples so that it becomes more clear to you. What does associative property say is that a mathematical operation a mathematical operation is said to be a mathematical operation is said to be associative for a set of numbers if it can be performed without consideration of grouping of those numbers without consideration of grouping of those numbers. Okay, so what does the statement says? A mathematical operation is said to be associative. So what all our mathematical operations are? Let us write it over here. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These are some of the mathematical operations. Four mathematical operations is said to be associative for a set of numbers. Addition would be said to be associative for a set of numbers. What all are the set of numbers? We can say that we have a set of natural numbers, we have a set of whole numbers, and then we have a set of integers, the thing that we are concerned about. Properties of addition and subtraction of integers, that is our topic. So we will move from natural numbers through the whole numbers, we will reach the integers. So it says that a mathematical operation is said to be associative for a set of numbers if it can be performed without consideration of grouping of those numbers. Means operation can be performed without consideration of grouping of those numbers. Let us start with addition to make it more clear. Okay, first of all, we want to do grouping of the numbers. So let us have more than two numbers. Suppose starting with natural numbers, I am having natural numbers 2, 3, and 6. And operation I am concerned with addition. So how can I do this addition? Either I can do this addition in this way, or I can do this addition in this way. If I am writing over here, 2 plus 3 would be performed first. Because it is in brackets, bracket would be given first preference. It comes out to be 5. 5 plus 6, 11. Over here, 2 plus 3 plus 6 comes out to be 9. And 2 plus 9, 11. Both the answers are same. You take any one example by yourself and you will see that addition is associative for natural numbers. Similarly, if you want to take for whole numbers, let us take some whole numbers. For whole numbers, nothing to be much concerned about. Let us add 1 0 because that is the difference between natural numbers and whole numbers. So I am adding 1 0. So 0 plus 3 comes out to be 3 plus 6, 9. And over here, 0 plus 9 comes out to be 9 only. So therefore, addition is associative for whole numbers as well. Now let us move on to integers. So what about integers? Okay, over here we will limit our focus to addition and subtraction only. Multiplication and division we will do later on, because we have not done multiplication and division of integers. So let us be concerned about addition and subtraction only for the time being. So what are integers? For integers, let us add the negative numbers, -2, 3 and -6. Suppose these are the three numbers that I'm having and I want to add it. One thing I can do is adding these first and then adding this. So the answer would be -2 plus 3, one number negative, one number positive. You will take the difference, comes out to be 1. Sign of bigger number, positive. Plus minus, -6. 1 minus 6 comes out to be -5. -2 plus 3 plus -6. Now let us add it in this way. Earlier the group was this. Now group is this. So it comes out to be -2 plus 3 minus 6. -2 plus 3 minus 6 is -3. Opening the bracket, plus minus minus, it becomes -5. Both the answers are same. So we can say addition is associative for integers as well. So what general expression you can get from here? You can say that A plus B plus C, when A and B group together, is equal to A plus B and C group together. So this is the general expression for addition, where A, B and C are natural numbers, whole numbers or integers. So this is something we call as associative property. Now let us check for subtraction, whether subtraction is also associative. Okay, suppose I am having natural numbers. Let us start with 2, 3 and 5. These are the three natural numbers I am having. 2 minus 3 minus 5, this is something I want to do. 2 minus 3 minus 5. Here I am grouping these two, here I am grouping these two. So let us see the answer. 2 minus 3 would be -1. One number positive, one number negative. We will take the difference and sign would be of the bigger one. -1 minus 5 comes out to be -6. Over here, 2 minus 3 minus 5 comes out to be -2. Minus minus plus, 2 plus 2 comes out to be 4. So -6 and 4. In the first example, it is clear that natural numbers are not associative for subtraction, or subtraction is not associative for natural numbers. Now let us move further for whole numbers. For whole numbers, obviously one number is, you can take 0 along and you can check for it. So it would also come out not to be associative. Let us shift our focus to integers. -2, 4 and -6. Suppose these are the three integers we are having. So I want to do subtraction now. -2 -4 -6. So here I am grouping these two. So it comes out to be -2 -4 -6 -6 -6 minus plus comes out to be 0. Now let us do grouping of last two first. -2 -4 -6. Now I am grouping these two. What does it come out to be? -2 -4 plus 6. One number is negative, one number is positive. One number is negative, another is negative, negative, turns out to be positive. -2 -6 plus 4, 10. It comes out to be -12. So subtraction is not associative for integers as well. So in properties of addition and subtraction, what we have reached to, that addition is associative and subtraction is not associative. Addition is associative and subtraction is not associative. Now let us move on further to identity property. In identity property, we will read something called additive identity. Although there is one multiplicative identity also, we will do that when we will do with multiplication. So what is additive identity? Additive identity is that number which, when added to one number, does not change the identity of that number. Additive identity is that number which does not change identity of a number on addition. Suppose we are having one number. I want to add one number to it so that it does not change its identity. That is called additive identity. So what would be that number? Obviously 0. If you add 0, you will get same number. So identity element over here is 0, and 0 is called additive identity. 0 is also the subtractive identity. If you subtract 0 from a number, you will get the same number. So you can say that a plus 0 is equal to a, or a minus 0 is equal to a, where a could be any natural number, whole number, or an integer. So this is something related to identity property, in which we have something called additive and subtractive identity. Additive identity is that number which does not change the identity of a number on addition. If you are adding an additive identity, the identity of this number would not change. You are subtracting a subtractive identity, you are operating with the subtractive identity of this number remains unchanged. So this was something about associative property and identity property. That was all for today. So related to it, I will give you one assignment. Please do that assignment and be more clear with this properties of addition and subtraction of integers, so that we can move on to multiplication and division on afterwards. Thank you.